There are many people walking around with the hurtful things their lovers once said to them. Because they find it hard to let go, they find it hard to heal. In this episode, we asked people to share the most hurtful things their partners have said to them so other people can read and help them heal.
It was our 5th wedding anniversary. We were in the hall having a conversation and reminiscing on our love journey. I asked him a question. I only wanted to know if our marriage was worth it or if there was something I could do to make things better. He told me everything was okay and he was fine with how things were. And then he dropped the bomb. But sometimes I believe if I had married Alice, my life would have been better than this. He was a little bit drunk, but I know he meant everything he said. The next day, I tried to get an apology from him, but he said he won't apologize because drunk people don't lie. Alice is his ex. We were in the same church with her. Because of what he said, I changed church, so I don't get to see Alice again. I can understand how you feel and I empathize with you. It will feel really bad to hear your husband you've spent 5 years with saying he wished he married his ex. I can understand how you feel. So sorry he had to say this. But I think you can have a deeper conversation with him because communication is everything. You should have a deeper conversation with him and try and ask him what exactly you are not doing right. And let him understand you are willing to work the marriage out. You are willing to make things work. So, and I'm sure your approach and how you're able to get him to speak would make him tell you exactly what he wants from you and what you may not be doing. Why he had to compare you to Alice. So leaving the church, I don't think is the way out because you may be giving him the chance if there's something happening, to operate. So you shouldn't leave the church because you should rather be together, you should pray together, you should fellowship together. So leaving the church will not solve the issue. I think you should rather have a deeper conversation with him and you would want to find out if they are still in contact, whether they talk, whether there's something, happening. Then you're a woman, you cry a little bit, you talk to him, tell him you're not happy about what he said, he would understand. He loves you. That's the reason he married you in the first place. So communicate with him and I'm sure you'll be able to get the best out of him.
Her brother fell seriously sick and they needed blood for him. I was the one who donated my blood to save his life. Later, her brother's sickness came again and I went to their rescue again. One day we had a misunderstanding. Tempers were high and words were exchanged. In the heat of the moment, she told me that the only reason she was still in a relationship with me was that I was a blood bank for her brother. She told me that I should thank her brother for keeping our relationship going. The relationship ended that day, but when her brother needed my help again, I was there for him. I'm currently very good friends with her brother while she hops from one man to another looking for love. When somebody is doing good to you, you should make sure that you are secretly not the person's enemy, because whatever good they do to you becomes something like a curse for you, the person that is being done for. So that is what is happening here. This is a good guy. From what he did, if I were in his shoes, I would do the same thing because I understand some of these things. I probably think that this guy understands it too. So to everybody, and the fact that he even forgave her and goes on to help their brother, I love this guy because it takes very strong people to be able to do something like this. It's rather unfortunate the guy had to go through this, but from what he did, I think it's the best end. If we are able to know people spiritually, discern them and know who they really are from what they say they are, we can avoid a lot of these things. Somebody cannot give your brother life and then you tell them he's a blood bank. I mean, he's giving you life. So then if he's doing the role of God in your life for your brother and then you take them for granted like this, God is going to cheat your own life of good things. So then it will take the guy's own mercy towards the girl for God to show the girl mercy. Else she's going to keep hopping from one man to another because God will not bring you somebody whose life you're going to take for granted again.
He had an accident and was admitted to the hospital. He spent 2 months there. His family didn't visit often because they were not living in the same town as us. I had to take leave from work so I could take care of him. When he was discharged, he couldn't walk properly, so I had to help him walk every day. I left my house to live with him to ensure that he got better. When he got better, he found someone else. One day, I caught him with a girl. I thought he was going to apologize. I thought he was going to be remorseful. Instead, he said, "I'm sorry you had to find out this way. You are a good person, and I know one day you will find a good man to love you better than I ever did." His words still hurts me, and I doubt I will ever forgive him. I really can, I don't know if I can really feel a complete feeling of the lady's emotions right now, but I just feel she should just move on. She just let go and move on. It's not easy, but I mean, she has to also, live life like how any other person deserves to live life. So it hurts to be jilted, but she still has to move on to, live a happy life.